come outside for the night. Take your time, get your life. Dirty night. The career's more at stake when you in your prime. That paper, baby, my face on the dotted line. I've been flying out of town for some peace of mind. It's like always, they just want a peace of mind. I've been focused on the future, never on right now. But I can boot you either pink or brown. I'm the one that introduced you to the you right now. Oh my God, that's babe. Well, alright, tryna fight in the night, come alive. Ain't it sneak? Ain't it? Try to corrupt it, they popping your tires, hold it. 100 round, feeling like I'm on team, playing both sides of you. Shout out to your friends. I've been going crazy, shot, I've been in the deep end. She not in the scene, she tryna go. I just been tripping out. This whole nother level shot. I got it on their toes. I put the on the road. She tryna. Oh, hold up. I got this me. She tryna show me something. Hold up. I got flows for days. Ain't on nothing. Me and my bro like me. You know we on one. We in the spot going crazy until the sun up. You worried about that? My shows up. All in the kitchen can't get it cold up. Nigga like they know it. Double O cactus, yeah, we told us. Switch out the baddie, get rolled up. Everybody.
Handsome Lagosian, name ring bells on both sides of the ocean. Falsetto finesse, swoon baby girl I wear out of the stretcher. She be like, team full of stars, ain't it all fire? I don't spill words, I spill Berg on the beat.
We find ourselves at the foot of the Rockies, Denver, Colorado, for this edition of the NFL on EA Sports. Today, we've got an interesting Week 11 matchup on tap, as it'll be the Kansas City Chiefs taking on the Denver Broncos. The NFL season has hit high gear, and off we go in Week 11 on EA Sports. And you combine a big leg with a mile-high air, there's the outcome. This will sail out of the end zone for a touchback. Ball up to the 35 now as they come up on 1st and 10. Right to the air goes Nix. Flushed out right. Man open, he's got it complete to Cortland Sutton. 5 yards on the game's first play, 2nd down. I think defensively you're okay with that. Here in the first quarter, he's going to get some catches, but they rallied to him quickly.
And that's what you count on, and I like what you just said. First quarter, can you do it all game long? They catch it, you tackle them, they go down on the spot. Because when you're able to do that, you don't give up big chunks of yardage after the catch, now you put the offense in a position where every series they have to work hard to pick up first downs, and you tend to stall them out when you do that.
Somebody gotta do it. Come on, put up on the gas, but somebody gotta do it. Turn his TV off. Turn his TV off. Turn his TV off. Turn his TV off. Oh my God!
They'll run for the first time with J.K. Dobbins. And he's going to take this ahead for right around 3 yards, but no more than that. Second down. The Broncos at 4-6 now on the year. Yeah, they've lost 3 straight here, and it kind of goes without saying, I guess, but they could certainly use a win.
Yeah, no doubt about that. There's a difference between a losing stretch and a losing streak, and right now, they're not playing their best football, but if they were to fall here, and now you're looking at going 4 games without a win, things can start compounding themselves pretty quickly from this point forward.
Well, they'll need the 39 here for a first. This is third down. To throw, here's Nix. He'll swing this out to Dobbins. And he will have the Broncos first down as they're able to get the third down conversion.
Well, he was a busy man out of the backfield a week ago. They got him the ball early and often. I have no doubt in my mind that he'll be a big part of the game plan here as well.
He finds Sutton crossing the formation complete. That one good for 13 and a Denver first down.
That's another Denver Broncos. First and 10 at the 23-yard line.
They'll run up the gut with Dobbins. And he can only manage to get a couple. Second and 8 coming up. This defense for the Chiefs very strong in that victory a week ago.
And no matter what's done throughout a ball game, it always comes back to blocking and tackling. That's the essence of football. But I think it's hard for people to understand just how difficult it is to tackle, especially open field. Very few missed tackles on tape that I saw last game. This team does a nice job of getting their opponents on the ground.
Brings up third down and 7.
An 8-play drive to this point. So here's play number 9 on 3rd and 7. Throwing Nix. Work in the middle of the field, and he's got a man complete. That's good for a first down, his second catch of the opening drive.
That's good for a Denver Broncos.
They go back to the ground with Dobbins. A good display of power, but it will only get him just inside the 5 to the 4. A solid run on first down, gain of 7, leaves him with a second and 3.
That's a really nice job by them picking up the run blitz and detecting it and blocking it and turning it into a nice run. And a lot of times you think if you blitz it,
touchdown! Evan Ingram, his 6th touchdown of the season. And the Broncos are on the board first here this afternoon. What's good on the extra point? And that makes the score 7-0. After the touchdown, Lutz to kick it off. But a nice return sets him up pretty good here right at the 30-yard line.
First and 10 at their own 30-yard line.
Mahomes will lead the Chiefs up first and 10 right at the 30. They'll run here with a rookie. And some room to run now. Still on his feet. He may go. And all the way in for a Kansas City touchdown. A great play there. His 7th rushing touchdown on the year. And the Chiefs are able to strike back quickly with an opening touchdown of their own. Harrison Butker is on for the extra point. It's up and good. So these teams match touchdowns here in the first quarter, and we're tied 7-7.
Harrison Butker to kick off for Kansas City.
He Each team's had it. Each team has scored. 7-7 here as the kick's away. And they'll let that one go as it skips through the back of the end zone for a touchback.
35-yard line.
The Broncos onto the field, ready to start their next drive. In the midst of, well, let's just say a not-so-rosy losing streak. They've got the open week, though, coming up next weekend, so you have to figure this to be a game that they dearly love to have.
Oh, indeed. They have to have this one because that's something positive to take with you when you go away for a few days, and it actually releases your mind. If they lose this one, that mind stays cluttered the entire time they're away, and they've got to scramble to get back in sync when they start playing again. We've already seen him catch a few passes out of the backfield in the first half, unable to connect on that one.
Certainly seems like getting him the ball out of the passing game, though, is part of their game plan.
It certainly is because he catches it well, creates a mismatch. He's going to cover him with a linebacker, a corner, a safety. They feel like he can win every battle.
Well, that one hurts. I mean, it was third down, of course, but now the penalty, and we're back to first down.
Yeah, it hurts momentum in a big way, and they built that up here in the early going. Now, that leaves the opposition with a first down. That's a mistake you don't want to make at this point in the game.
A give up the middle to Dobbins. And they'll get this just to the 47. 1-yard gain. You talk about this Chiefs defense. They've been very good against the pass so far this year. Number 4 in the NFL right now.
And when you see a ranking like number 4 in the league against the pass, that's a testament to both their defensive coordinator and the general manager that crafted this unit, and now they're out executing.
Here's Nix. And this throw incomplete. Well, the defender all over him that time, and it's going to lead to third down.
How about that? Red man coverage and decided to test him early, but they proved up to the task and forced the incompletion.
And they'll need the 39 here for a first. This is third down. Option play, and they'll hand to Dobbins. Just a yard on the run there, and that's going to bring us to a fourth down.
I do know from experience that when you slow down someone's running game, you're now doing the dictating on defense. And guess what? Now you're getting ready to tee off on their quarterback because they have to throw it all the time. But you still have to be alert for the draws and other plays of that nature to make sure you don't get hurt.
So it looks like the offense isn't going anywhere. They're going to go for it on 4th and 7. They'll go for it. Here's Nix. And it's incomplete. They cannot convert, and they turn it over. The Broncos unable to convert here on 4th. And the Chiefs defense comes up with a stop. The Chiefs offense about set to begin this drive. Well, partner, you know, coaches always say that every play is designed to score a touchdown. Sometimes that's not really true, but last drive, that was the case. One play to get into the end zone, and now they'll try to duplicate that success here.
And it's rare for those moments to happen. Incredible when they do. And you saw the celebration. Pure, unbridled joy after that one.
Ball on the 47-yard line. Here's a 2nd and 9.
Hey, 43.
Now Mahomes. That one caught by Rice. Well, he's going to be out of bounds, but not before he takes it inside the 40. His first catch, good for 14 there and a first down.
Yellow.
They run it with Pacheco from the gun. And that one opened up for him well as he'll take this down to the 26-yard line. Another nice gain, 13 yards that time, and another first down.
Yellow.
Here's Pacheco once again. Oh, what a move. And he's brought down, but not before a gain of 13, down to the 13. 1st and 10 in the red zone.
They're making it look easy out there. Another first down. So far on this drive, let me do this little bit of math here. 4 plays, 3 first downs.
That's a pretty good recipe for success. From the 13 now, they work on 1st and 10. Rolling to his right. Well, he tries to force it in, and it's intercepted. Picked up by Talanoa Hufanga. And the Broncos are going to take possession here at their own 6-yard line. Denver offense at the line, ready to go. They got the ball now following a big play, keeping the other guys out of the end zone. Now they'll start deep in their own territory, 1st and 10. He gets this underneath to Dobbins. And they'll get him down up past the 15-yard line. A gain of 11 to kick off the drive, and it's a quick 1st down.
Nice little nifty play for him there. Yeah, that's the ability to read a defense and utilize players that don't often get picked up in coverage easily. And I'm talking about being able to use the backside of the backfield. Because I remember when I used to cover, he just snuck out there, and they just got a nice 1st down there.
What do we love to say? Get those backs into space, right? And they were able to do that there. Nice pickup on 1st down. 2 yards to go, 2nd down.
Kill, 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 kill. Oh, my son. Ready.
Now flags will come in. I think this one's going to be on the defense for jumping. A little eager there coming in from his outside linebacker position.
You think the hard count got him there?
Yes.
Maybe that extra that extra emphasis on it got him to jump, and they picked up 5 yards.
To throw is Nix. A short throw to Ingram. And he'll have a gain of 3 to the 33. You talk about this Chiefs defense. This unit, 3rd best in the NFL in stopping the run.
I remember years ago spending time with a top defensive coordinator, and he said the number one thing you have to do is hang your hat on something. Create your identity. This unit, they hang their hat on being stingy against the run.
A quick throw knocked away and incomplete.
And that's a nice job there because you've got to play the ball, not the man when in coverage. That'll keep you away from a lot of needless penalties, and he's able to knock that one away.
They head to the line facing a 3rd and 7 following the incompletion on 2nd down. Nix to the air. And this pass broken up. The contact well timed there, and now 4th down.
Brandon, we saw these defenders flying to the football in their win last week, and nothing has changed. They're still moving around quickly and forcing incompletions.
Only 2 punts for him last week in the loss as he gets this one away. This is taken at the 23. These 2 teams all tied after 1. The Chiefs with the football as we start the 2nd quarter. As they get set to start their drive with a 1st and 10. Trying to shake off the interception from the last drive. He'll look to throw. So the completion good for 6 yards. And it's 2nd down. And at his size, he's a smaller back. You can get him to football. He can kind of get lost, make someone miss. It's good for him.
Yeah, it's great for him. I like what you said there. Sometimes he gets lost in the traffic a little bit. But get him out in the open field into some space. That plays to his strengths the best and keeps him out of it where all the big boys are. You know, make someone miss in the open field.
First catch on that one for Kelsey, and it's a 1st down. Mahomes going to throw. He finds Smith out of the backfield. And inside the 20 before he's brought down. Back-to-back nice gains. That one for 14 yards and another 1st.
Another nice play there. They've gotten down into the red zone in no time at all. That's what this offense can do when they get on a roll. And now they're set up with a 1st and 10.
Mahomes now to throw. Caught. Kelsey, left side. And he takes this into the end zone for a Chiefs touchdown. Travis Kelsey A 15-yard touchdown grab. And the Chiefs have taken the lead. Extra point by Butker is on target. And that makes the score 14-7. Now after the touchdown, here's Butker on to kick it away. And he'll wisely just take a knee here. And this ball will come out to the 35.
35-yard line.
The Broncos onto the field, ready to start their next drive. Well, partner, fast forward with me for a second. Remember, next week they have the open week, so they're going to get some extended rest. Does that change how they manage the rest of this one?
I think it does a little bit, but not by too much, because you're right. You get the extra rest, you get a chance to heal up and kind of, do a little bit of a reset for this team. But it's also 7 extra days to think back to the last time you were on the field. So now, a little more importance on what they're getting done because they carry it with them for essentially 2 weeks.
Ball on the 36 now. Here's a 2nd down and 9. They'll go play action with Nix. A short throw to Ingram. And they bring him to the ground just shy of midfield. 3rd catch of this first half for him, and this one is a 1st down.
But when you hit him on the move like that, he's able to get into open field with a full head of steam. Oh, boy, it's going to be tough to get him down.
Yeah, there was a big window. They're lucky they did get him down. A short one to the tight end, Troutman. And he is tackled inside the 40, not quite to the 35. Back-to-back nice gains. That one for 14 yards and another first.
First and 10 at the 37-yard line.
Hold on, set. Ready.
Here's a give to Dobbins. And he stopped immediately there. Call it no gain on the play, and it'll be 2nd down.
As usual, the hallmark of a good run defense, linebackers making plays near the line of scrimmage. Absolutely nowhere to run there.
Ready.
Now it's Nix. Escaping the pressure right. And they'll have it in the red zone before he crosses over out of bounds. I guess no need to force it when you can do that instead. 1st down, 18-yard gain.
Denver Broncos. First and 10 at the 19-yard line.
Dobbins running out of the gun. 2 yards on the carry there. It'll be 2nd down.
It's interesting going into this game. There was so much talk from both sides about who would control the line of scrimmage. I think we've seen who has it in this one so far.
Well, they bottled him up. He's barely averaging over 3 yards a carry right now. And that one's going to be off target and incomplete.
I'm really liking what I'm seeing from this defense because their coverage has been playing at a shutdown level so far. Even backed up late, they're forcing incompletions and fighting to keep them out of the end zone as the first half winds down.
This offense so far on 3rd down, they've hit 2 for 4 thus far. This is 3rd and 8. He'll buy some time right. And it looks like he'll be just a yard shy of the 5 here as he's out at the 6. Nothing open downfield. He keeps it himself for 11 and a 1st down.
First down. 1st and goal at the 6-yard line.
First carry now for Jaleel McLaughlin. And running room scarce here. He's going to be stopped in his tracks at the line of scrimmage. That's going to go as a loss of 1 on 1st down. Now from the 7, here's 2nd and goal.
Ready.
Nix from the shotgun. Firing quickly, but it's incomplete. Fair to say, hasn't been his best game throwing the football, but also not getting a lot of help out there either.
Yeah, you nailed it pretty well, He's got to throw it better, got to get more help. Obviously one that should have been caught. They've got to find a way to bring those 2 elements together so they can make some progress in this one.
And this pass broken up. Excellent coverage there on 3rd down as that was not an easy one to hold on to.
It's now
My first thought is surprise, because that's one of the better tight ends around, and I've seen him pull in balls like this before. But how about a little credit to the defense forcing that incompletion?
So they're able to end that drive with 3 points in this one-possession ball game.
And ideally, you want to end every drive with points. Most quarterbacks would tell you, let's end it with a kick, right? A PAT, that's number one. Field goal you'll take. Punts, you really don't want to do that. In this case, they'll take the field goal and get prepared for the rest of the game.
And out a little across the 25 to the 27.
The Chiefs take over 1st and 10 at their own 27-yard line.
The KC offense out of the huddle, ready for their next drive. This drive here beginning probably with a pair of motivated groups. Remember, the offense scored a touchdown on their last time out. Looking to repeat that in Charles' defense. They were very frustrated after giving up 6 the last time on the field.
And frankly, it's just a battle of wills in a lot of ways, because you know they're both motivated. They both game plan for this drive, and they both have specific outcomes in mind. To me, it just comes down to who can execute better and which side can step up and assert its will over the other.
And he'll be taken down just shy of midfield. 2nd and a couple. To the right side, it's Kelsey. And Kelsey's going to have a Chiefs first down as he's going to get this down to the 45-yard line. And 5 yards on the play there as the drive will continue. So a 1st and 10 now in Denver territory at the 45-yard line. To throw, it's Mahomes. Catch is made by Marquise Brown. And they'll get him down after a pickup of 8. 2nd and 2.
It's a gain of 8. Brings up 2nd and 2. At the Broncos 30.
Now a 2nd and 2.
Hey, 15. Yellow. 180.
Looking to throw is Mahomes. That's into the hands of Worthy. 2 yards, good enough for a first.
And the first down, Chiefs.
And we've hit the 2-minute mark in this first half of action. Now here's Mahomes. It's Kelsey on the ground. And all the way inside the 15 before they drop it. 22 yards on the catch and run, a first down.
So many times in my career, I've heard coaches talk about completions are one thing. But as long as we're there at the catch and we get guys on the ground, we can live with that.
Nick Bonito racking up sack number 12 for him on the year.
You call plenty of games in your career. Do you believe in momentum, my man?
I do, and I think we're seeing it right here.
Oh, there's no doubt about it. The run that he's been on. How about that? 3 sacks in a game a week ago, and another one right here. Oh, he's feeling it in a big way.
Here's Mahomes to throw. He'll check this one down to Pacheco. And he'll go down here at the 12-yard line. So the completion good for 7 there. And that's going to set up a tough 3rd and 9.
And we see another pitch and catch there to the running back. This position just continues to evolve. They've become just as critical to the passing attack as a lot of receivers, tight ends, because their ability to make people miss in the open field can really generate big plays for offense.
Now the Broncos are going to call the first of their timeouts as they'll head to the sideline and talk over what to do next. So on 4th down, Mahomes off, Harrison Butker on for the Chiefs field goal. From the right hash here, should be an easy one. Butker's kick here is good. And that moves him up by a touchdown now at 17-10. So a nice kick there as they add 3 to the lead.
And from what I've seen so far, Brandon, I think they've been the better of the 2 teams here in the first half. So even though you want the touchdown, I think that's a nice job there to put 3 points on the board.
And no thought of bringing this one out. He'll go down to a knee, and they'll begin at the 35-yard line. Denver offense at the line, ready to go. And Charles, we'll see what they can do here. Not a ton of time left, but enough certainly to get points out of this drive, and they need them right now because they're trailing.
Yeah, this is exactly why you practice a 2-minute drill on through camp and at least one practice each week before a game. A minute left, more than enough time to string a few completions together, reach the end zone, and then make that walk back to the locker room just a little more animated.
Buying time to his left. And he'll be out of bounds, but able to get it up past the 45. A nifty bit of scrambling there. 12 yards, first down.
That's good.
Give him a little extra credit there. His head was cool as the play broke down. Didn't force a throw, and in the end, got to show off his athleticism with a nice gain to bring up a new set of downs.
And he'll find Sutton on the right side complete. And down he goes at the 49, a 3-yard pickup. Here's 2nd and 7.
Second and 7 at the 49-yard line.
Looking to throw. Nix. He's got it at the 15. And all the way down to the 9. A big play there just before halftime. And even 40 yards.
When teams practice their plays during the week, they're hoping that it's going to pay off on game day. So it sure has to feel good for them when they hit them during a game, and they hit that one there for big yardage.
He'll dump this off complete to Dobbins. And he'll take it into the end zone for a Denver score. J.K. Dobbins, a 9-yard touchdown grab. And the Broncos are an extra point away from tying the ball game here in the final minute of the first half. 17-17 the score. All even to this point as the kick's away. On the return, it's Xavier Worthy. And he brings us out past the 20 to the 24.
The Chiefs take over 1st and 10 at their own 24-yard line.
The Chiefs offense about set to begin this drive. And with time quickly fading here in the second quarter, not sure how aggressively, offensively they want to play this.
I think we'll find out just how much they trust their guys in this situation if they decide to take a shot.
How about this? And he'll be ridden out of bounds all the way down at the 15-yard line. A big play there just before halftime. And even 60 yards.
Where's the contain there? And yes, that's a question because that was just a simple drop-off. But he hits the Jets, and all of a sudden, the seas part in front of him. A huge result there to flip the field and what was a fairly innocuous play call.
A real field flipper there as all of a sudden they've got a first down in the red zone.
Let's go on, 80.
Shotgun snap to Mahomes. That's complete, left side to Worthy. And with just 1 second remaining in the first half, they'll call the timeout. So with 1 second left in the half, on is the field goal unit. From the left hash, he'll have to cut this at a tight angle. Butker's kick here is good. And that will do it for this first half.
Broncos 17. Will Bucks to kick off Brohood.
Both these offenses have been in fine form. What will the second half bring us as we are underway in quarter 3? And they will not get a chance to return this one. It's through the back of the end zone for a touchback. The KC offense out of the huddle, ready for their next drive. And they've got the lead, CD. What do you expect from them in the second half?
Well, I like what they were able to do on the ground in the first half because they had a lot of success running the ball, and I certainly think we'll see more of that. But I keep an eye on that defense, and I think their coaches up in the box will do the exact same thing. If they start to see one or two guys start to creep towards the line of scrimmage, that'll be licensed to take some shots downfield.
Throwing now is Mahomes. And the Broncos get there and take him down. John Franklin Myers, the one in there to drop him. I'm sure a lot of time was spent in the locker room, Charles, with talking with his defense about setting a tone here in the third quarter when you're down on the scoreboard. A sack like that, maybe that can get him going.
Yeah, you have to believe exactly what you just said. If they got together and said, let's be some...
He's got him in, complete. And he takes it all the way down to the 28-yard line. Mahomes finding his tight end Kelsey for a big one. 43 yards. So a 1st and 10 now in Denver territory as they've got it to the 28-yard line. Mahomes taps this forward. It's a jet sweep. And not much of a hole there as he gets it down to about the 24-yard line. It's a pickup of 4, and it'll bring up 2nd down. And see, you look at this defense, what kind of pressure are they under trying to stop a team that has won 5 games in a row?
Well, to me, it makes their job harder because you know you're going up against an offense that's playing at an elite level, and sometimes you can get too caught up in trying to play the perfect game. You're trying to be too precise, too fine, instead of just letting it rip. And I think that's more the priority than trying to be absolutely perfect.
Give him 6 on the screen, but now it's 3rd down.
And that doesn't have to gain big yardage to be an impactful play, because if you can get those pass rushers second-guessing themselves that they might get hit with a screen, maybe you can wind up slowing them down just a step. And if you do that...
Mahomes hit. He lost the football. And that ball popped free. We could hear it all the way up here. Those guys down on the field alerting everyone of the fumble. He's lucky that his offensive mates picked him up and jumped on him.
Yeah, and you have to think to yourself, and I'm sure they've been echoing it on the sideline and into the huddle. Guys, we have the lead. Just take care of the football. Don't make it easier for them to start to make a comeback.
They throw it out right, complete. And he gets it inside the 10 to the 9. Some collective exhales over there on the sideline. A big pickup through the air on 4th down to bring up 1st and goal. From the gun, it's Mahomes. He's going to leave this for his running back. It's complete. So he stopped for no gain. And that'll make it 2nd and goal.
Well, that was a simple throw and catch, but even with that completion, 0 yards gained, so they're behind schedule on down and distance.
I think they were hoping to get it to him. He could make a man or two miss, but that window closed quickly. Nothing on 1st down, so the ball remains at the 8-yard line, 2nd and goal. Working from the gun, Mahomes. That's complete, right around the 8. And they'll get this from the 8 to the 5. Pick up a 3.
I know it was a gain, but you have to sense probably a little bit of disappointment there, because when it's out there in open space, I think they expect to get more out of a play, don't you?
Especially when you're getting it to your guy out of the backfield. You're expecting him to be able to create something, be a little more shifty.
Yeah, no doubt about it. Good open field tackling held it to an okay game.
Here's Mahomes, 3rd and goal. And it's caught. And in for the Chiefs touchdown. Rashee Rice, a 5-yard touchdown. And the Chiefs take the opening kickoff of the 3rd quarter and drive right down the field to extend their lead.
The kick is good.
Extra point by Butker is on target. And his guys will take a 10-point lead.
17.
Now after the touchdown, here's Butker on to kick it away. And a returner down to a knee. This will come out to the 35-yard line. The Broncos onto the field, ready to start their next drive. They make their second half debut here, and things are looking a little bit tougher now. You give up the points there, Charles, that touchdown drive on the other side. So now it's a two-score game here. Got to be careful.
They certainly do, and I'm just wondering at halftime if those guys just looked into each other's eyes and realized what they've got to get done and come out a little bit more charged up, because if they don't get some kind of points here, that next drive, that can make this a three-possession game.
Throwing Nix. He'll swing this out to Dobbins. And he'll get up to the 43-yard line. That'll leave him with a 3rd and 2 coming up. They got 8 yards there. They'll come to the line, needing only 2 yards to gain the first here. To throw, here's Nix. Pass taken in by his big tight end. And he takes this one down almost all the way to the 30. Well, they were in search of a short gain on 3rd down, and they wind up nabbing over 20 yards. So now 1st and 10 in Chiefs territory at the 32-yard line. On play action, here's Nix. Open man is the tight end Troutman. And inside the 20 before he's brought down. 15 more there, and they're on a roll. It's another 1st down.
And what a nice example there of a tight end doing exactly what he needs to do. How about how he worked his way to the outside, made sure he secured the catch, and then anything after that, we count that as a bonus. And indeed,
J.K. Dobbins with touchdown number 2 in the game, and now 11 on the year. And the Broncos are back within a score. Lutz with the extra point. And the lead is down to a field goal. After the touchdown, Lutz to kick it off. And he'll be tackled just shy of the 25. The Chiefs offense about set to begin this drive. They were able to extend their lead with an opening drive touchdown here in the 3rd quarter, but that just got matched a moment ago.
So we know that what they discussed at the half worked. Now, what are the counters to that, right? You don't just run the same things over and over. Some do, but many will also show something and then come back with something else to keep the defense off balance. He's the NFL sack leader coming into the game, and now that's 2 more that he's added to his total.
He wants some separation from spot 1 and 2 in that sack category. So after the sack, here's 2nd and 14. Mahomes going to throw. Rifles one, that's going to be intercepted. Before we came up to the booth, last thing he said as we were walking off the field, want to play mistake-free football. Well, that just went out the window there with a pick.
And do you remember what you said to me when we were walking up to the booth after he said that? You're like, oh, fatal last words. Every time we hear that, things tend to fall apart a little bit, and that's what we saw there. Didn't get enough on that throw, and it turned into an interception.
On 1st and 10, it's Dobbins. And he is met at the line of scrimmage, and he goes down right there. No gain on the play there. 2nd down.
At the Chiefs' 25-yard line.
Operating from the gun, here's Nix. Give him 7 there on the tuck and run, and they're in better shape now for 3rd.
Partner just a second earlier, and they might have had him because they certainly thought they were going to close in and drop him behind the line of scrimmage, but he had just enough time to dodge the pressure, and he ends up getting yardage before being stopped.
From the gun on 3rd down, it's Nix. Quick hitter here, it's complete. And he will have the Broncos 1st down. At least it appears that way. And he got it by maybe the length of a football. Under a minute to go in this 3rd quarter as they come up 1st and 10. Now a handoff for Dobbins. And he stopped after only a yard, taking it down to the 14. A stoppage here for an injury, and not what you want to see. J.K. Dobbins in a little bit of pain after that last play. Here's Nix. This one complete to his fullback out of the backfield. And the Broncos are going to have a first and goal as the tackle is made at about the 5.
Well, they certainly spread the ball around so far, but they're definitely getting everyone involved now when you're throwing it to the fullback. Just shows how versatile this offense is and how everyone is a threat.
Kill, 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 kill! Oh, I said!
They'll run with Dobbins. And he's going to get him about 3 yards closer. He's down to about the 2.
A 4-yard gain brings up second and goal at the Chiefs' 2-yard line.
So both teams trade touchdowns in the third as we're through 3 quarters of play. This is the National Football League on EA Sports. Welcome back now to Denver. It's been a very hotly contested game to this point. Just a field goal separating these two teams as we get set for the fourth quarter. From the 2 now, second and goal.
Oh, I said!
They'll run. Here's Burton, the fullback. And he is not going to get in as the big bodies stop him at the 1. Call it a gain of a yard as they get a little bit closer here. It's third and goal.
Well, big man with ball met bigger man on the other side of the line. A really nice play for the defense.
Now, they'd really like to make the short field pay off. We'll see if they can, but this is third and goal.
Ready! Ready!
And that is caught. Touchdown, Denver. Trent Sherfield there to make the grab. And the Broncos have moved out in front here in the fourth quarter. What's good on the extra point? And that will make this a 4-point game.
27. Will Lutz to kick off for the Broncos.
After the touchdown, Lutz to kick it off. And they'll get him down inside the 30 at the 27.
The Chiefs take over first and 10 at their own 27-yard line.
The KC offense out of the huddle, ready for their next drive. We certainly have a good one on our hands. They're trailing after that last touchdown, but now a chance for this offense to try to snag that lead right back here in the fourth quarter. 85 yards rushing for him now as he has been tremendous all day long. One play has him up past the 40 already, and another first and 10. Headed straight, it's Pacheco. And now a whole lot of room to operate there on the first down run. He gets maybe 3.
Not a huge carry there on first down, but not all of them will be. But still, all in all, a positive play for the offense. It's all about picking up at least a few to set up what you're going to do here on second down.
Mahomes now to throw. Flush to his right. And he's able to get this to the 40-yard line before he's out of bounds. Nowhere to go downfield, but he's able to get out of bounds and stop the clock here with a first down. Pacheco gets it up the gut. And nothing doing. He's immediately taken down at the line of scrimmage. And there for the stop defensively, Nick Bonito. And as a defensive end, getting off the ball quickly, swarming to the football, making a tackle. That's what we saw right there.
Yeah, and that's what their job is. And really, a lot of the time, they have to throttle back a little bit in the run game because you know those defensive ends, they're like in a sprinter stance. They're just headed straight for the quarterback. That was good recognition on that play to hold them to no gain.
Now Mahomes. And that'll be incomplete. Took a pretty good shot as he tried to pull that one in. Couldn't hang on third down.
Nice defensive effort there, providing the hit as the ball got to the receiver, separates him from the catch, and normally he's a sure-handed target.
The Chiefs on third down. They've hit 2 for 4 thus far. This is 3rd and 10. From the shotgun, he'll look to throw. That's caught right side by Worthy. Well, he is out of bounds, but not before he's inside the 30.
A gain of 13 yards. First down, Chiefs.
To throw, it's Mahomes. He finds Smith out of the back. Oh, no, he lost the football. But this will get out of bounds, so possession will stay the same. Thankfully for the offense, a fortuitous bounce there on the fumble goes out of bounds because they're down here in the red zone. You don't want to lose one there.
You don't want to lose one, and the best part, because it went out of bounds, they retain possession, still have an opportunity to put points on the board.
Firing quickly here, and that's complete. And he'll get this down inside the 5 to the 4 before he's out of bounds. From the 4, this is 2nd down and 1. Now it's Mahomes again. And a quick throw here, that's complete. So nothing doing there. And now 1 yard to go on 3rd down.
As a defense, you're more balanced when you're in zone coverage because you're able to keep your eyes on the quarterback and see the play develop in front of you. You're able to keep the quick pass in front of them and stop it right at the line of scrimmage.
So they just need 1 yard here to pick up the first down. Looking to throw is Mahomes. Touchdown! Travis Kelce, a beast in the red zone with his 2nd touchdown of the game. And the Chiefs answer back with a touchdown of their own to take a 4th quarter lead. Extra point by Butker is on target, and that gives him a 3-point lead.
Broncos 31.
Now after the touchdown, here's Butker on to kick it away. And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback.
At their own 35-yard line.
Denver offense at the line, ready to go. And they will be looking to answer the touchdown their defense just surrendered. Still a good chunk of time remaining here in the 4th quarter and a chance to regain the lead in a tight one. Give him 4 yards there. It'll be 2nd and 6.
It's now 2nd and 6 at the 39-yard line.
Now it's Nix. Eluding the pressure right. They'll end up getting 5 out of that, but now they're looking at 3rd down.
Kudos for the defense from me on that one because they were prepared the whole way for him to try to escape and hit them for more yardage running it. I like the way they stayed zeroed in on him and kept him contained when he pulled the ball down. I think he was fortunate to get what he did on that run.
They'll run. It's McLaughlin. And he's going to have just a couple here with a marker on the field as well. So they've gotten the 3rd down conversion, but the illegal block in the back means they'll have to try it all over again.
Yeah, and those are the ones that can be really tough to bounce back from, Brandon. Such a poorly timed penalty.
Here now a 3rd down and 8.
Bombers. Hold on a second. Ready.
Nix from the shotgun. He's got this one complete to Sherfield. And the tackle going to be made at the 41 as they stop him a few yards short of the first.
And I think he just wanted to get the ball to one of his playmakers to see if they can make something happen, but he ends up throwing into a crowded area. And after the catch, he isn't able to do much with it.
1 score down. Here we go. They're going to go for it here on 4th down.
Hey. Chill.
They're going. It's Nix. He's got his target. That's complete. And he'll be out of bounds just shy of the 40. That one good for 17 yards on 4th. Couldn't ask for much more from your offense there. First down.
at the 41-yard line.
Now the Central Florida product, it's R.J. Harvey. And he's swallowed up right near the line of scrimmage. Officially no gain on the play, and it's second down.
One advantage having an elite guy in the middle of the defensive line, because not only does he take up the space and let the linebackers run free, but he can also make plays himself, as we just saw there.
They'll go play action with Nix. And he's taken down, a cheap sack. That winds up pushing him back 11 yards on the sack. And that'll bring up third. Possibly a turning point. Big play coming. This is third and long. To throw is Nix. A short throw to Ingram. Shifts by him. And he takes this one down almost all the way to the 30. A real letdown defensively. That was third and a bundle, but they allow the conversion. All 3 timeouts plus the 2-minute warning. Here's first and 10. Nick's going to give to Harvey. And all the way home for a Broncos score. R.J. Harvey with his first career NFL touchdown. And the Broncos have regained the lead. Lutz with the extra point. And that will make this a 4-point game.
Chiefs 34.
After the touchdown, Lutz to kick it off. And able to take it past the 25 and up to the 28-yard line. They'll come up first and 10 here. Now here's Mahomes. It's Kelsey on the ground. And a nice pickup there as he'll get about 9, and that will lead us to a stoppage here at the 2-minute warning. Fourth quarter, down to the final 2 minutes, and we've got a 1-score game. Now second down and a few inches. They'll run out of the gun with Pacheco. And he'll get it out near the 30 to the 39.
The best defensive linemen, they play with great leverage so they can get low and not get bowled over by offensive linemen. They have excellent hands. They can throw people off on a play. We just saw a great example of a really good run stop by a guy playing the defensive tackle position.
And he's going to get out of bounds with the first down, so that's going to double their pleasure for sure. They get the first and save a timeout.
And here we are in the fourth quarter, partner, and watch them drive for what would be a go-ahead touchdown. And you and I both know this is where you need a quarterback who can keep his cool back there, not just for himself, but to keep the rest of the team relaxed too.
A first down carry for Smith. And they nearly sprung him that time as he takes this all the way down to the 37.
Partner, you got to like what they're doing right there. Little by little, they're getting closer. Another good pickup.
Plenty of time. All 3 timeouts still remain. Here's first and 10 now. Pitch and catch here to Travis Kelce. And he takes this just a few yards shy of the red zone before going out. That's what they need right now. Get the first down, get out of bounds, stop the clock.
Just playing smart football, understanding the situation, making the plays necessary, and making sure that clock stops at every opportunity.
A give to Smith out of the gun. And he maneuvers up the middle for 3, and it's second down.
This has been an up and down, back and forth type of a game, hasn't it? Maybe this long drive, take a little bit of the wind out of their sails, kind of settle things down a little bit.
Mahomes to throw it. Flushed out right. And all the way down inside the 5 to the 4. Now the Broncos are going to call the first of their timeouts. And as the two teams talk it over on their respective sidelines, we take a break. Now first and goal. Pacheco. Going to take this down just short of the goal line. He got 3, but could not get the ball over the chalk. Now the Broncos going to use the second of their timeouts. That'll leave them with just 1 remaining in this fourth quarter of play. Second and goal from the 1. Once more, it's Pacheco. And I think they stopped him again. They did at the 1-yard line. Now the Broncos will use their third and final timeout. And as the two teams talk it over on their respective sidelines, we take a break. This crowd doing all they can. Here's third and goal. Quick throw complete. He takes it across for the touchdown, and they've taken the lead late in the final minute of the fourth.
Wow. Wow.
Extra point by Butker is on target. So it's now a 3-point game here in the closing stages as a field goal now can only tie it. Now after the touchdown, here's Butker on to kick it away. And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line.
At their own 35-yard line.
This is first and 10. Now a timeout called for by the defense. It's just their first. They've got 2 more to use here in the final stages. Back to throw. Able to find Mims. And he'll be out of bounds after getting this one across the 40.
Brandon, perfect defense in this situation would have meant that there was an incompletion that would have picked it off. Okay, so they gave up the completion. But I really enjoyed watching how the defense stayed in sync, stayed in great communication. And as he dragged across each zone, you see him pointing, communicating. There he is, and they passed him off to each defender. Ended up making a nice play, even though it was complete.
And this will be broken up and incomplete. Now a penalty flag down. And they may be going backward here. So that one a hold right guard.
And you understand why offensive and defensive linemen probably go to martial arts schools and work on their hands so often, because that can be the make or break difference on a play. This time he had to grab a jersey in order to make the play happen. Got caught for the penalty.
He's back to throw. And that falls to the ground, incomplete. A nice job of bodying him up defensively, and now it brings up third down. A couple extra defensive backs out there in the dime, and because of that, really not many places to throw the football, if any.
And typically, what would you want to do against that dime?
Run the football.
You want to run the ball, but you can't do it in this situation. Not nearly enough time on the clock. You're having to really navigate against a tough defense presented against you.
And this nearly intercepted. Probably should have been. Had he caught it, it would have sealed it. Instead, one more chance coming up on fourth down. They'll go for it. Here's Nix. Now a desperation throw deep downfield. And that's going to be incomplete. They had to go for it with such little time remaining. And that'll be just about all she wrote for this one. Mahomes down to a knee, and that should just about write a finish to this one. So this one in the win column for Kansas City. And they say it's never easy to come into Denver to win because of the altitude. They look pretty comfortable in the altitude.
They certainly did. I'm not quite sure how they got prepared. and it's always been a big debate about what to do. I lived out there at one point. I lived in Colorado Springs. I remember saying to someone after my second or third day there, like, this altitude thing, this is no big deal. And day 4, it hit. And it hit hard. And it took me a while to get ready and get acclimated.